And we should learn a lot more today about this baby girl found dead in a house in Martineztown. Albuquerque's police department Crimes Against Children unit rushed out to this home near Broadway and I-40 about 4 yesterday afternoon. It says the baby was not responding to officers. She later died at the hospital. The girl's family says it doesn't know exactly what happened, but that the baby was with her mother at her great-grandparents' home.
She's playful, she's happy, wonderful little girl. Just keep her in your prayers for us, please.
Sad story. Police say they don't know how the baby died and are still talking with the girl's family. Elizabeth.
We're also hoping to learn more about a fight in northwest Albuquerque that police say left one man virtually brain dead. Cops say 2 men were involved. It happened on 12th near Candelaria yesterday evening. Authorities say one man ended up with no pulse, but paramedics were able to revive him. Police are trying to find out if the fight caused that to happen or if the man had some sort of a medical condition that caused it. A New Mexico law could be in jeopardy if the U.S. Supreme Court rules against a similar law in another state. Katie's law allows police to collect DNA samples from suspects arrested for felony crimes. It's named after Katie Sepich, a New Mexico State student murdered back in 2003. Around 25 other states have similar laws. The U.S. Supreme Court will review Maryland's DNA law. It's being challenged by a convicted rapist whose DNA was taken for an unrelated crime. Here's what Katie's mother told us about the challenge.
We've waited for this. We're happy about this. We believe it's going to be upheld. And we believe once it's upheld, the remaining 25 states will pass it, because that's one of the stumbling blocks, as opponents say it violates the Constitution.
The law has helped solve 380 cases since it took effect here in New Mexico back in 2007. Those cases could be found invalid if the U.S. Supreme Court strikes down the Maryland law.
This spring, we should know if the 3 people who were charged with misusing federal money, along with former Secretary of State Rebecca Vigil-Hidon, will get their charges dropped as well. That's when a judge is set to look at this case against Elizabeth Kupfer, her husband Joseph, and Armando Gutierrez, who are all accused of taking more than $1 million that was supposed to be spent on voter education commercials back in 2006, spending it on other things. A judge dismissed Ms. Vigil-Hidon's charges last week, saying the case dragged on too long. Lawyers for the other 3 say the same goes for them, but the prosecutor disagrees. We're now waiting to hear if a judge will order 2 pit bulls to be put down after police say they attacked a woman and her chihuahua in Santa Fe. The Santa Fe New Mexican says the dog's owner, Gerard Matthews, will be charged with keeping vicious animals and letting them run free. And last Monday, Annie Stills was walking here on West Alameda Street when police say Matthews' 2 dogs here jumped a fence and went after her and her tiny dog Lily. Officers say the dogs hurt Ms. Stills and killed little Lily here.
The tally is in. 39 coyotes were killed in this weekend's controversial coyote killing contest. Gunhawk Firearms in Los Lunas sponsored the hunt that was intended to help ranchers and farmers control coyotes on their properties. 80 hunters participated. The winning team killed 11 coyotes and were awarded assault rifles. Protesters and thousands of people who signed an online petition called the contest cruel and inhumane. More than 300 students at Valley High School's Crime Law and Protection Academy will participate in a public safety activity today. It's sponsored by the Albuquerque Police and Fire Departments. Now, this will provide a real-life experience for students of what it's like to work in public safety. New Mexico dairy farmers are looking for federal help after several dairies were forced to close down due to economic challenges. Around 40 New Mexico dairies had to call it quit because of the drought and high hay prices. They hope Congress will alter the U.S. Farm Bill and end old price support systems. Now, experts say the proposal would create a regulated producer-paid insurance program that would basically ensure that farmers and dairies can survive even in the toughest of times. Well, many of you have already some ideas of what you're going to get the kids for Christmas or this holiday season. And well, it's probably a good idea to know what toys are considered dangerous before you buy them, right?
Absolutely. And later today, we should get a list of them with something called the Trouble in Toyland. This is a report from the New Mexico Public Interest Research Group. The group says a lot of toys out there could still hurt kids these days. It will release a website with all of them on it later today, and even an app you can use when you're at the store on your smartphone. Find out more about this later today, right here on News 13. You got to be careful with that. I imagine you have a young son, like probably small things that he could break off and put down.
Absolutely.
His mouth.
As kind of a new mom, I'm just, my radar is just going with what toys to get, what toys not to get. So, we've got to think about that.
Yeah, never be too careful.